time at the movies, and you got me really intrigued about this one.
Yes. This one this week is called The Long Walk, and let's talk about this for a second, because The Long Walk, it's a dystopian universe very similar to the one that we're in right now, but the nation's work ethic and production has fallen off and to new lows. So to kind of spur things on in the economy and productivity, the state has been conducting what's called The Long Walk, which is a challenge to young men, in this case 49 of them to be specific, to walk nonstop 3 miles an hour or more for as long as they can go, no finish line, until one is left standing or walking, all for a cash prize. Take a look at this.
We did the very first long walk years ago to inspire everyday people.
Smile, boys. You're on candid camera. Man, you gotta not think about the things out of your control. Think about your plan.
Personally, I can't stop thinking about all that money.
You'll never find another like me. I'm the last of my kind.
Warning. Okay, just keep walking. That's right. Just keep walking.
Yeah, that's it, kid. That's it.
Second warning.
Creepsy, right? And you're saying to me, why are we talking about more violence in America? Here's the thing. This was actually written in 1967, and it was written by Stephen King. This was actually one of the first books that he actually wrote when he was in college, but didn't publish it until 79. When it was published in 79, it was also done under his pseudonym, which was Richard Bachman. And that was a time when folks knew Stephen King for his horror novels. They didn't think of him in terms of, he could do other heavy subjects or other things, so he had to published under the pseudonym of Richard Bachman. So it came out as a book in 79, but this story has been lingering around from 66 to 67, and when we think back to what was happening in our nation at that time, Vietnam War, Cultural Revolution in China, there are all sorts of things that were happening then that are incredibly relevant to what's happening in our world today. And that's what makes this film so interesting and so resonant and relevant. And this film works on multiple levels throughout. So I'm going to talk a little bit about here what is going on, because you got multiple layers of interaction happening here. At the top surface level, we've got people working with human endurance, competition, and desperation. You go a little bit deeper and you start getting things about brotherhood, friendship, adolescence, what it is to be a young man, family relationships. But then you go deeper then and you start getting into things like homophobia, toxic masculinity, the destruction and impacts of war, cultural revolution itself, political control, and how people are ruled. And so this works on all these different levels, and it's so complex because you have this master writer who was at the time learning his craft, but it was really working with some heavy material, and has then also put together masterful dialogue. And that is what drives this whole film, because you're going, wait a minute, we're going to watch people walking and talking for almost 2 hours? How is that interesting? Believe you me, this is compelling, start to finish. Now, the two leads in it, who are Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson, I'm saying right now off the bat, you got to mark them now for your Oscar ballot. These guys are going to be on it, one way, shape, or form, or the whole cast. It could be an ensemble piece that this gets in for. This is one of those films. Let's just put the rating up right now. 4 pops. Push the button. Make the popcorns go up. This is getting all the votes right now from me, because this is quite possibly one of the best films I have seen this year. It is incredibly heavy. It is incredibly difficult for me to sit here and talk with you about this without telling you more about it, because I want you to see it and I want to hear your impact and your response.
Well, here's the thing. When I first heard you talking about this, I thought, why do I want to watch that? I don't want to see more guns and violence and things like that. But then I do want, after seeing just the trailer, I want to see more and how this develops and why this is happening. Yeah,
it is, like I say, it is incredibly relevant. This is a conversation-starting film. It will be impossible not to talk about it. The director, Francis Lawrence, you know him from doing things like Hunger Games, has done a lot of what he brings with the Hunger Games to this to make it compelling and drive it forward, make it a conversation piece. So I see this as a kind of a cross between Stand By Me, which is a fantastic film, with Platoon, which is a fantastic film, mixed with Civil War and Hunger Games. You get all of that together and you get The Long Walk. It's an hour and 48, rated R. This is a conversation topic, and it is heavy on violence, but it will get your family talking, and this is the conversation we need to be having.
All right, Adam, I can't wait to check it out and then chat with you about it.
Yes.
All right.